It's 5 p.m. on a Tuesday. The day has been long, filled with appointments, errands, or maybe the joyous chaos of watching the grandkids. You're tired in your bones, you're hungry, and a familiar sense of what psychologists call decision fatigue creeps in. After making countless small decisions all day, the last thing your brain wants to do is orchestrate the complex task of making a healthy meal from scratch. In that moment of fatigue, the siren song of a high-sodium frozen dinner or dialing for takeout becomes deafeningly loud. It promises ease. It promises instant gratification. Does this sound familiar? What if I told you that the secret to a week of effortless, heart-healthy meals isn't about finding more willpower on a Tuesday night? Willpower is a finite resource. The secret is about applying a little bit of wisdom and foresight on a Sunday afternoon. Welcome back to Senior Health Lab. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful, life-changing skills you can learn for your health: meal prep. I want to tell you more about Barbara, a 72-year-old viewer from Pennsylvania. After her husband of 50 years passed away, she found herself in a quiet house, cooking for the very first time. She confessed to me that the act of cooking a full meal every night felt achingly lonely and incredibly wasteful. Half-used vegetables would wilt in her crisper drawer. She'd give up, relying on salty canned soups and processed foods that left her feeling sluggish and uninspired. Her energy levels plummeted, and her doctor noted her blood pressure was starting to creep up. Her friend, Susan, was in a similar boat, always complaining she was too tired to cook. Then, Barbara discovered the system of meal prep, and everything changed. For her, it wasn't about creating complex gourmet recipes. It was about creating a system of simplicity, control, and profound self-care. A system that gave her back her evenings to read and relax, saved her a surprising amount of money on groceries, and most importantly, put her firmly back in the driver's seat of her own health and vitality. It became her weekly ritual of empowerment. In this complete step-by-step guide, we're going to give you Barbara's exact blueprint to conquer your week. We'll cover the crucial planning phase, strategic shopping, the 2-hour power prep session, and then the glorious payoff: how to assemble delicious D.A.S.H-friendly meals in mere minutes. This isn't about becoming a gourmet chef. It's about becoming the brilliant, calm, and prepared CEO of your own kitchen. Let's unlock this power together. As the old saying goes, fail to plan, and you plan to fail. A successful week of healthy eating begins long before you turn on the stove. It starts with a mindful moment of planning. I suggest doing this on a Friday or Saturday. Pour yourself a cup of tea, sit down with a notepad, and look at your calendar for the coming week. Do you have a lunch out with friends on Wednesday? Great, no need to prep for that meal. This isn't about rigid rules. It's about smart, flexible planning. A good plan prevents those impulse buys at the grocery store that sabotage your health goals and your budget. It dramatically reduces food waste because every item has a purpose. And it completely eliminates that stressful daily "what's for dinner?" question that haunts us every evening. Our core strategy is the incredibly flexible component prep method. Instead of prepping 5 identical finished meals that get boring by Thursday, we prepare a variety of versatile ingredients or components that we can mix and match. Think of it like this: you're not creating 5 identical paintings. You're stocking your art studio with all the beautiful, prepared colors and textures you'll need to create a unique masterpiece on a whim each night. This method is the key to long-term success because it defeats flavor fatigue and encourages creativity. Here are the 5 pillars of our component prep plan. First, a whole grain. We need complex carbohydrates for sustained energy and fiber. This week, we'll cook a batch of quinoa, a powerhouse of nutrition. Second, lean proteins. Protein is crucial for maintaining muscle mass as we age, a concept known as combating sarcopenia. We need variety. We'll prep versatile chicken breasts, some hard-boiled eggs, and a can of no-salt added chickpeas. Pillar 3, Roasting vegetables. We choose sturdy veggies that hold up well and develop incredible flavor when roasted. We're using the rainbow principle here. We'll choose brilliant green broccoli for its sulforaphane compounds, vibrant red bell peppers for vitamin C, and deep orange sweet potatoes for beta-carotene, which our body converts to vitamin A. Eating the rainbow ensures a wide variety of phytonutrients. Pillar 4. Fresh vegetables. For salads, wraps, and quick, crunchy additions, we need the contrast of fresh, raw vegetables. We'll get leafy greens like nutrient-dense spinach or crisp romaine, hydrating cucumbers, and sweet cherry tomatoes. Pillar 5. The secret to deliciousness. The flavor booster. A great homemade dressing is non-negotiable. It allows you to control the sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats found in 99% of store-bought versions. Based on these pillars, we create our shopping list. A printable version is linked in the description below. When you shop, be strategic. Shop the perimeter of the store first, where the fresh produce, lean meats, and dairy are located. Dive into the center aisles only for specific items like quinoa and canned beans. And remember our golden rule: never shop hungry. Okay, blueprint in hand. Let's head to the kitchen for our power session. Welcome to my Sunday kitchen. This is our power session. Barbara's friend Susan used to say, "I don't have 2 hours to spend in the kitchen on a Sunday." But Barbara showed her how to reframe it. This isn't a chore. It's a date with your future, healthier self. It's an investment that pays dividends all week long. Before we start, we practice mise en place, a French term meaning everything in its place. I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius. I have my cutting boards, knives, and my glass storage containers all clean and ready. I have my music on. This is a pleasant, mindful ritual. We're going to work in a specific, efficient order based on cooking times, from longest to shortest. Task 1. Get the grains going. We'll cook 1 cup of quinoa. A crucial first step is to rinse the quinoa thoroughly in a fine mesh sieve under cold water. This removes its natural, bitter-tasting coating called saponin. Then, combine it with 2 cups of water in a pot. Bring it to a boil. Then immediately reduce the heat to a low simmer. Cover, and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until the water is absorbed. While that's simmering, we move on. Task 2. The roasting pan. This is where deep flavor is born. On a large, rimmed sheet pan, place your chicken breasts on one side. Drizzle with a little olive oil and season generously with a no-salt blend. I'm using garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. Next, chop your broccoli, bell peppers, and sweet potatoes into uniform, bite-sized pieces for even cooking. Toss them in a bowl with a touch of olive oil and black pepper, and spread them in a single layer on the other half of the sheet pan. A key tip: don't overcrowd the pan. Overcrowding causes vegetables to steam instead of roast, preventing the delicious caramelization we want. This entire pan goes into the 400 degrees Fahrenheit oven. Why 400 degrees Fahrenheit? This temperature is the sweet spot for the Maillard reaction, a chemical reaction between amino acids and sugars that creates the deep, savory, browned flavor we love. It brings out the vegetable's natural sweetness, so you need far less salt. Roast for 25 to 30 minutes. Now we use our active time wisely with task 3, the countertop preps. While the oven and stove are working for us, let's hard boil about 6 eggs. The secret to perfect, easy peel hard-boiled eggs is to place them in a pot of cold water, bring it to a boil, then turn off the heat, cover the pot, and let them sit for 10 to 12 minutes before transferring to an ice bath. While they boil, we handle our fresh ingredients. Wash and thoroughly dry your leafy greens. A salad spinner is your best friend. Why? Because removing all the water is the #1 secret to preventing soggy salads. I also like to place a dry paper towel in the storage container with the greens to absorb any excess moisture, keeping them crisp for days. Chop your cucumbers. Have your cherry tomatoes. And now, open and rinse your can of no salt added chickpeas until the water runs clear. Task 4. The Flavor Booster. It's time to ditch the store-bought dressings. In a simple glass jar with a tight-fitting lid, we'll create our 2-minute vinaigrette. Combine half a cup of good quality extra virgin olive oil, a quarter cup of red wine vinegar, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. This is our emulsifier, the magic ingredient that helps the oil and vinegar stay blended, a teaspoon of dried oregano, and a pinch of black pepper. Shake it vigorously for 30 seconds. That's your base. Want a variation? Add a tablespoon of tahini and a squeeze of lemon for a creamy dressing. Or blend it with a handful of fresh cilantro and a lime for a zesty version. Now you have options. And now, the final, most crucial task. Cool and store. Once the quinoa, chicken, roasted veggies, and eggs are cooked, you must let them cool down completely on the counter. Placing hot food directly into the fridge can raise the internal temperature of the entire appliance, creating an unsafe environment where bacteria can grow on your other foods. This is a critical food safety step. Once cooled, store each component in its own clear, airtight container. I use glass because it's non-reactive, easy to see, and safe for reheating. In 2 hours, you've created a fridge full of health, possibility, and peace of mind. Welcome back to Tuesday evening. But this time, it's different. You're tired, but you're not stressed. You open your fridge, and instead of facing a void that requires 20 decisions, you see this, your beautiful arsenal of prepped, healthy components. Like your own personal health food bar, the hard work is done. Now you get to be the artist. Your cooking for the rest of the week is just 5-minute creative assembly. Let's look at the payoff. We'll use a simple formula. A perfect meal is roughly 1/2 plate of vegetables, fresh or roasted, 1/4 plate of lean protein, and 1/4 plate of high-fiber grains. Meal idea number 1. The quick quinoa power bowl. For lunch, start with a scoop of quinoa. Add a large handful of spinach. Top with sliced chicken, chickpeas, cucumber, and tomato. Drizzle with your vinaigrette. A balanced meal in 3 minutes. Meal idea number 2. The effortless sheet pan dinner. For a hot dinner, take a portion of your roasted sweet potatoes, broccoli, and peppers, along with a piece of chicken. Reheat them in a toaster oven for a few minutes until warm and crispy, or toss them in a hot skillet. A gourmet-level, satisfying dinner in less than 10 minutes. This is how Barbara convinced her skeptical friend Susan. The same components could be a cold bowl or a hot dinner. Meal idea number 3. The supercharged salad. Start with a huge bed of our crisp greens. Add all our chopped fresh veggies. Now add a scoop of the roasted veggies for a warm, savory element. Top with a sliced hard-boiled egg for protein and some chickpeas for extra fiber. Drizzle generously with our dressing. This is a salad that eats like a full, robust meal and keeps you full for hours. It's not a side dish. It's the main event. Meal idea number 4. The speedy breakfast bowl. Who said prep is just for lunch and dinner? Take a scoop of your cold, pre-cooked quinoa. Add a splash of milk, a handful of berries from the freezer, a sprinkle of nuts, and microwave for 90 seconds. You have a high-protein, high-fiber hot breakfast that's infinitely healthier and more satisfying than sugary cereals. This versatility was a game-changer for Barbara. Meal idea number 5. The stuffed sweet potato. This feels truly decadent. Take a pre-roasted sweet potato half and warm it in the microwave. Fluff the inside with a fork, then top it with a scoop of chickpeas, some chopped spinach, and a generous drizzle of your homemade dressing. The creamy tahini version is amazing here. It's a complete, restaurant-worthy meal assembled in under 5 minutes from your prepped components. This system is how Barbara transformed her week. She started looking forward to shopping in her own fridge each day, creating her little bowls of health. It became a moment of creative self-care, not a tiresome chore. The loneliness she felt in the kitchen was replaced by a sense of pride and accomplishment. Let's go back to that tired Tuesday night one last time. But in this new reality, it's completely different. There is no stress. There is no decision fatigue. There is no guilt from ordering something you know isn't good for you. There is just a calm sense of control, a feeling of empowerment that comes from knowing that a delicious, vibrant, heart-healthy meal is only 5 minutes away, assembled by you, for you. That is the true power and the profound gift of meal prep. It is an act of kindness to your future self. It's a system that makes the healthy choice the easy choice, week after week. It's an investment of 2 hours you make on Sunday for a healthier, happier, and significantly less stressful you for the entire week. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give to your well-being. But what if you run into hurdles? Let's address some common ones. I don't have 2 hours on Sunday. No problem. Split it up. Do your shopping and vegetable chopping on Saturday afternoon. Do the cooking and roasting on Sunday. It's flexible. I get bored of the food. This is why we use the component method. Remember Barbara's friend Susan? The key is to use your components in different ways. A bowl, a hot plate, a salad, a wrap. Use your different dressings to change the flavor profile completely. The possibilities are endless. We've included a link to our complete 1-week D.A.S.H meal prep plan and shopping list in the description below. It's our gift to you. Now we'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to cooking healthy meals during the week? Is it time, energy, or finding inspiration? Share it with our supportive community in the comments below. Your experience can help someone else. And if this masterclass has inspired you to give meal prep a try, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Senior Health Lab for more practical science-backed guides to a healthier and more vibrant life. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us in the kitchen today. Go forth and conquer your week.